Everybody, welcome. Sorry.
Now
that.
we're live. Now we're live.
Hey, you
Hello.
got a furry one as well.
Hello,
Gee,
everyone.
sorry about that. Oh. Welcome.
Welcome. That's a nice sound. Who cracked that one open?
That was me. That.
What is
That's good.
It's a cloudy apple cider.
Good Lord.
I know.
I'm on a Diet Coke.
Yeah, it's all right. That's fine.
Yeah.
Hi there, guys. Sorry about the delay there on my hosting. I'm Tony Law, and I'm your host. And I rely on people to close me into my closet. I'm in my recording studio closet, and you know why cars don't feel so hot when you're sitting in your driver's seat and you're driving your car and you're like, God, that engine's boiling. I wonder why I'm not feeling so well. That silver stuff in there, that insulates you from the heat. Got some of that in here.
Uh-huh.
So
Okay.
any fires on the outside, not going to feel those at all. And so I'm in my studio and, who's this? I almost don't have enough space for this guy. This is, well, he's not said his name yet.
Hello, Colin, by the way. Colin.
Yeah, hello, Colin. How are you?
Hello, mate.
Yeah, we'll do Tony's job. It's fine.
Yeah.
Oh, is it Colin?
Hi, Colin. Hello, Clifford, as well. Hello, Clifford. I don't know why we missed you out.
Hi,
Hello.
Clifford.
How's everybody doing?
Pretty
I've got
good.
Clifford's got some rum. That used to be my drink before I couldn't drink anymore because I was a demon drunk. I used to really like rum. I used to enjoy a bit of rum myself.
Let's talk about alcohol. I wasn't an alcoholic for 30 years. Not at all.
Yeah.
No, not at all.
Let's talk about how beautiful it tasted and how much we miss it.
How much it just
Good topic.
how much it just kind of enhances life. Like you're really the best version of you when you're on drink. That's what I feel anyway.
I don't know. Drink brings out different, because I do drink, and but it brings out different drinks. Bring out different parts of my personality. If I get drunk on beer, I'm good. I'm a good laugh, and we'll go and smash some windows afterwards. Yeah. If I get drunk on whiskey, then I get very serious, and I want to debate all evening. White wine makes me cry.
Really?
Yeah, I start crying at things. Yeah, when I drink white wine. If I get pissed on white wine, I get very emotional.
For me, to be honest, it was all about volume. 2 liters of vodka, and I was sloppy.
Yeah.
1 liter of vodka, just a little punchy. So, big difference.
Yeah.
I was just an angry, moody drunk. Whatever I drank, it was
really.
Yeah, I was a very moody, angry. I wasn't a fun drunk at all to be around. And I used to be very reckless as well. And
is that right? You were reckless?
I was very reckless there.
Man, I know what that's like. I used to be reckless myself. I was a reckless bear.
What did you used to drink, Mr. Bear?
Oh man, we used to get so drunk sometimes I would get out razors and I'd shave my bear skin. I look like a fat guy at a nudist beach. You know what I mean?
Oh no! God, did you make a rug? Did you make a rug out of yourself?
Well, I took all of it and I just put it in the fire and watch it burn. You know, when hair burns, it's quite fun. You know.
I'm with you, Bear. I like your kind of drunkenness.
Did you make a lot of like mead, honey mead based drinks, Mr.
That's
Bear?
right. That's right. I mean, that's right. I love. Sometimes I sound like my cousin who's staying with me. He's from over there in Yorkshire. Any road. And so everybody meets us too, and they think you only know 2 accents. They say to us, and we're like, "Well, duh. That's where we're from." Yeah. Anyway, I love the smell of burning hair. I've always loved it. I've always loved the smell of burning hair.
I used to run a comedy night. It was called McFerry Space Cadets, and we had a guy who was a performance artist who came out and set fire to his own pubic hair.
Oh, that's
reason.
I remember that.
Yeah, but when you're in a confined room, the smell. And the smoking ban had been for 2 years, and an Aussie comic got on stage called Steve Hughes and asked everybody if he could smoke. Yeah. So they said yeah. So he lit up a cigarette, and then the guy who'd set fire to his pubic hair stormed out in disgust on how it was disgusting what Steve was doing, was immoral and wrong. And everybody's screaming at him, but you've set fire to your own ball sack, Mick. What the
you know, that's what I find, Mick. I find that people like that are usually the most extreme. You know, they're like a Daily Mail type people, even though they don't read the Daily Mail. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Steve Hughes, he had a great joke that Jimmy Carr stole. And I'm allowed to say that because I'm a bear. But it was voices in your knees. No, voices in your head. That's not mad. Voices in your knees. That's fucking mad.
Ah, that's great. I love Steve. I was on the phone to Steve the other day. I gigged with him just before lockdowns. He's back in the UK.
What are we doing talking to? Oh, is he? Oh, I love him.
Yeah, he's back in the UK.
He's staying with Sully up in Manchester, up here. You know what I mean?
He's incredible. I saw him do a really brilliant set just before lockdown. Very good.
He's a great, funny He's funny.
Yeah, he's a funny guy. He's a
funny guy. I love him.
So what's Mr. Rabbit called, Trevor?
Well, you've got it in one. You've got it in
Mr.
one.
Mr. Rabbit.
Yes. Jonathan is his first name. Mr. Jonathan Rabbit.
I didn't mean to assume gender, but yeah, Jonathan Rabbit. Okay.
Yeah, Jonathan Rabbit, yeah. And
what's his voice sound like, Trevor?
He sounds like this. Hello. Oh. I'm just doing an impression
of him. See your lips
there.
moving, though. I think.
No, that was me doing an impression of him, Mick.
You doing an impression of him?
Rabbit's very shy, and he'll only ever whisper in my ear, and then I do his version of his voice. And he was telling me actually that he didn't set fire to his pubic hair. He used to set fire to a hair out of.
Is that his arch enemy? Because they're like longer and stronger.
I've been there. I've lit a few hairs on fire myself. You know, and you watch them run when they're on fire, and it's a great ploy. If you're trying to attack, let's say, a little wooden village, and you're like, they are not letting us in because their moat's too big. We'll just light a hair on fire and go, hey, your grain's in there. And he'll light that fucker on fire, you know. Yeah. Okay, Bear, this isn't your gig, so maybe back off a bit.
Yeah.
And Jonathan Rabbit also had a cabaret act years ago before he met me, where he actually set other people's pubic hair on fire.
I heard something about that.
Yeah.
Well, how did Time Out used to describe him? You know, they used to have like a couple of words to describe. What was this act described as?
Scorching, searing.
That's it. Yeah, scorching and searing. Yeah.
And ball sack-spittingly funny.
Very burnt act.
He hit the ball sack out of the park. That's one of the reviews I remember. Yeah, that was.
Good evening, everybody.
Sure.
Yep.
Good. Everyone's got their booze out. Way to go. That's what I like to hear. Everybody with their booze. People who don't have alcohol problems. Way to go. No, actually, do you know what? I love it. I love that people still drink. I do. I really love it.
Yeah, okay. I like to experience it vicariously.
Let's get this.
Quiz. Yeah.
Let's get this quiz right. Let's get this quiz going. Okay, today's format is we've all got 5 questions each, and we'll just ask each person a question each. I guess that'll be 6 because there's 4 of us, isn't there?
Okay. Yeah.
So I'll go around. I'll ask my 4 first.
Even including yourself.
3. And audience, you got and I'm going to ask myself one.
Well, you can ask Jonathan Rabbit one if you wanted to.
Yeah.
And the audience has to do all the scoring as per usual, and also they need to come up with some questions for each of us. So, a lot of fun, guys. We've got a lot of TV guys watching us right now because there's a lot of chit chat about this show.
Yeah, I can imagine. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Hashtag the time you'll never really get back.
Yes, that's we've been trying to use that.
Shout out to Emily Hare.
That's what I've been selling it as online is you'll never get this time back. And, I think people appreciate the honesty.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Okay, first question I'm going to go for, where should I start? I just don't know where to start. I'm going to start up in the top right-hand corner with you, Pope Lonergan.
Okay, come on.
Let's get you back here. Okay, this is a bit of fun. What did the Romans call Scotland? It's a bit of fun.
Oh, it is a bit of fun.
What did the Romans call Scotland? The Romans. The Romans called Scotland. Bit of fun. Yeah, and let you have a little think about that.
Jonathan knows it.
Tartania.
Oh, it's the wrong answer. Is the wrong answer. So that's minus 15 points. Clifford, Michael, Colin, David, could you write that down? It's minus 15 for Pope. The actual answer is Caledonia. Yeah.
Caledonia.
Caledonia. Yeah. Okay. This one's going to go out to Mick Ferry, and I've got a feeling he's going to get this one. This guy knows his shit. Who was Henry VIII's last wife? Uh-oh. Who was that? Which one was that?
That was Catherine of Aragon.
Is the wrong answer. That's minus 15 points.
Oh,
it was
shit.
It was Catherine Parr.
Oh.
But did I say Catherine?
Yes, you did.
Did he? Okay, so that's okay. That's worth 7 points. So minus 8.
Oh, thank you. Cheers.
Now, Trevor, do you want this one or does Rabbit want it?
Well, we'll see who knows the answer. Let's just put it out there in our general direction.
I think you guys are going to be a team, actually.
Okay.
Here's a good one for you. Okay. In which year was Joan of Arc burned at the stake? I don't want to see you looking at a phone. She got burned up. That bitch got burnt, and that was no good. That's no good. They just burned her right up.
I know the century. It was in the...
You can't just burn that woman. They said, "What? Try me. I'm going to burn her." Sorry.
It was in the 15th century, and it was, I would say 1438.
Oh my God, you're going to get that. Is so close. It was
very close.
1431 is the answer. And so I'm going to give you 8 points for that. So you're in the lead with 8 points.
Thank you.
Now this next question. Oh, sorry. Next question is for me. I guess you should read it out then. What is your name again? I mean, that's the first thing you get when you bring a bear on is their name.
Yeah.
Okay. Who was the youngest British Prime Minister? That's a tough one. Let's see. Who could that be? I'm going to go with Benjamin Disraeli. That's the wrong answer. It's actually William Pitt the Younger.
Yes, I know.
William Pitt the Younger. So I get minus 15 points.
You fool.
Oh, what a bugger. So who's... I can't even cheat to win.
No.
It looks like... Who wants to do their round of questions next?
I'll do a round of questions because it's a multiple choice. So there's a lot of bonus points to be picked up here, guys.
Before you start, Mick, can I just point out that we've just had a quip. We've been heckled, in fact, Mick, by Beth Chisholm Birch.
Yeah,
just dissed me, you, and Tony for our glasses with the following quip: 3 guys who went to Specsavers and Pope.
Yeah, good eye.
She's always been a Pope
sounds like
fan.
the start of a joke. That sounds like an anti-Catholic joke. I was raised as a Catholic.
Right from the beginning.
Specsavers and the Pope.
Chisholm Birch has been a Pope fan right from the beginning, and I'm sick of it.
I just found out who Chisholm Birch is. That's Pope's mum, the one who glassed him.
Yeah,
you're joking. Chisholm Birch is your mum.
It's my mum.
No, is it?
Yeah.
Oh no, it's
not. She's my mum. She's my mum.
Nah, she didn't have any of those qualities. I met Chisholm Birch, and she didn't seem like that at all.
She wasn't.
I mean, she's somebody's mum, but it ain't yours.
Yeah. Is that your way of being like my mum is an Essex slag or something?
No.
Whoa.
How dare you put words into my mouth?
Mum, Pop.
Nah,
What's your mouth at?
I noticed you were online.
She's from Essex. But
hey, Pope, I noticed you were online trying to start a class war. Way to go, buddy. That was awesome.
I didn't know the article was going to be. I thought it's just comedians going back to work, but it's fine. I don't mind starting a bit of a class war.
What was a class war over? Pop.
It was in the Guardian. There was an article about working class comedians, and I was one of the working class comedians. I
saw it. Yeah, I saw the bit. Well done for
Yeah. It's a relevant topic, definitely, and I do stand by it. So yeah.
Well,
well done
you for standing by it because you're correct.
Yeah.
You nailed it, brah.
Thank you kindly. Thank you.
I reckon you did. Now I was cheering when I heard that. I just thought, "Come on, you redneck son of a bitch! You're on our side. Way to go, man!" All right, Bear, back down. Jesus Christ, Sonzels. Okay, questions. Who's doing it?
Oh, I listen. I've got some questions here. There's some bonus points up for. So I'll start with Pop. I'll ask Pop. Is it? Here we go. Right. There's two answers here. I didn't want to do this gender thing, but let's just do male and female, right? So, most Oscar-nominated actors.
So who's
most?
Oh,
yes.
Okay.
Which female has been nominated most times for an Oscar, and which male has been nominated most times for an Oscar?
Oh, nice.
Female, I reckon is. Oh, what's her name? Is it? Oh shit! What's the name? The one who's in. The one who plays.
It sounds like my mum when she used to describe a film.
The one who plays.
He was
who plays Margaret Thatcher in the.
What was she called?
Oh shit! Oh, and she's in.
Does anybody want to steal that one?
She's in Kramer versus Kramer. Oh fuck!
Oh, that should be easy.
Yes, that's right. And she was in the Miners versus the Police.
The Miners.
Sorry, mate.
The French lieutenant's woman.
Oh,
yes.
Helen.
Yes.
No.
Graham Souness.
No.
She was never in Graham Souness.
That's good.
Mitch Mitchell. She used to drum for Jimi Hendrix as well.
It was Meryl Streep.
Meryl Streep. Yes.
Yeah, I'm sorry because I've had to give you the answer. You're on minus 4,000 points for that. It's tough to come back from.
So did you see what Colin Mayhew said?
Name the male actor, and I'll give you 4,001 points.
Male actor. I reckon
Colin
male actor is
I can't.
Marlon Brando. Oh.
You idiot.
It's Jack Nicholson.
Oh, shit. Wait, what's this question? Pope,
Siobhan.
remember a few years ago I gave you on Twitter a list of open mic gigs you could do in London. I'm also known as Penny Matthews in... Oh, hello, Penny Matthews. I do remember you. Yeah, thank you. I'm going to
have to take this second.
Siobhan.
No, it's not me. I took my headphones out because I thought everybody had a bad connection, but it sounds like everybody's microphone's breaking up.
Oh, really? I don't think mine's breaking up. I've got the best sound.
Can you hear mine all right?
Can I just make it clear that I've never seen my back and it doesn't feel hairy?
Let's all answer Penny Matthews' questions. Mine one was, do black holes fart? No, nothing escapes them. So I'll take 10 points for that. Nothing can escape a black hole. Thank you for bringing up black holes, though. Love you for that.
Siobhan. Thank you, Penny.
Totally.
Siobhan. And
that's
also,
very sweet and thoughtful. Huh.
I actually got 30 points for starting a class war, apparently.
Possibly. Yeah, no, I can't hear any of you.
30 points for starting a class war. That's it. That's awesome.
Pope's lost the audio.
Thanks.
No, Mick's lost the audio.
You need your headphones back on, brah.
It's the problem with the... I don't think it's my headphones.
Why don't you sign out and sign back in? But
I could try that, yeah. But you all sound awful.
Let's all keep doing filler now.
Well,
so we'll come back to Mick's questions as he works that
out.
I
think you can hear us, can't you, Mick? Can you hear us?
Yeah. This is like this is how I must sound to my kids. Where do you put that in there? Okay, so Siobhan's questions have been answered, haven't they? Did anyone, Trevor, do you have a hairy back?
You all sound like you're breaking up. I'm going to sign out and come back in again because you all sound awful.
Trevor, will you fire around your questions to the rest of us?
Yes, I will. Yes, I will.
I'm getting pretty. Whoa, we're side by side now. I'm not sure about that.
Oh,
that's better.
Yeah.
Okay, give me a question. I haven't had one yet. I'm excited. I want a question. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
This is a question where there's not necessarily a right or wrong answer, but
my favorite.
okay. So you've been taken to a zoo. You don't know why. You've been taken to a zoo. You don't know why.
I don't know why.
And
okay. Yeah.
you have to live there for an indefinite period.
Right.
Which
Been
cage?
there.
Which cage? Oh, right. Okay. Sorry. This is probably simple for you then.
Which cage
do you choose to spend the year?
Lion cage.
And why?
Well, because there's places you can hide in there where the lion can't get you. There's little nooks and crannies. But if you can become friends with the lion, then the two of you together have more power than anybody else in the zoo. And you can sort of, I don't know, eventually lead a breakout crew. And also lots, I think you get a higher standard of people who want to look at you. I think probably everyone wants to come look at the lion, everybody. So that's a better chance of just seeing more people and going, hey, can you get me out? I don't know.
That is a fascinating answer.
And how many points?
Well, I don't know how to score that, really. It's very interesting because I've never heard someone say that before. And your main reason is because you like to be looked at and you want to break away with one of the animals and you want to have power. So that tells me that the important things for you are power, status, and attention.
Yes, that's about right. Yep.
And endangering the public.
Because I have to say one thing about comedians is that there's some comedians who will say that thing. Well, they'll pretend like I remember being with Stuart Lee and some other people, and they were all like going, "Yeah, I mean, they couldn't even stand the attention really." And I remember sitting there going, "What are you kidding? You are just as needy of attention as all of us, you lot. You're just masking it under this cool kind of, it's like I just got to do it. It's a curse." You go, bullshit, you're just as vain as all of us, you show offs.
Well, I think you can say that when you've got a lot of attention, then you can pretend you don't want it, I think.
It was a real middle class.
I've always said, like when some comedians go, "Oh, I only do it to make people happy and make people laugh." I said, that's a part of it. We want to do that, but that is not the only reason. You want to satiate your own ego like the rest of us. You have to have an ego to feel that you deserve to be on stage where everyone shushes and looks at you and listens to you. That is part of being a comedian. So I disagree that any comedian is free from ego. I don't think that's possible.
And that's why I bring Pope on. He's my youthful self. He keeps me fired up. Yes.
Yeah.
Hey, Emily Hare's got a question for us. How many petals has a buttercup flower? Whoever gets this first gets 100 points. I'm going to go 9.
5.
Yeah, I think it's 5, so I shall say 6.
Okay, Emily, we got a 5, a 6, and what did I say?
9.
9.
Oh, no, it's never going to be 9. Nature's not
9.
odd.
I think a celandine has 9.
8. I'll go 8.
1,000 points for 1,000 points.
Well, 100.
It's possible that Emily just doesn't know and wants to find out.
Penny just said, ha, ha, ha. That's not helpful. I don't know who that's helping at all.
And also, it sounds very sarcastic, Penny.
50 points for Tony. I get 50 points.
100 to me. Yeah.
Oh, shit.
It was 5. I thought it was 5. Yeah,
5? You thought it was 5? You knew it?
Yeah, but he said it, so I couldn't say it.
God damn it. All right.
Is Carol Baskin guilty, or is she a diversionary tactic to avoid Trump's stupidity?
Guilty of killing a husband.
I know who's
Carol Baskin,
but I don't know who Carol Baskin is.
She was in Tiger King. Is she guilty of killing her husband? I'm guessing Colin's asking.
Why did the main guy in that show get murdered?
No. The main guy tried to get her murdered. It was a conspiracy to get her murdered. But then there's a theory that she murdered her husband and fed him to the tigers. I think she is guilty. Colin.
Well, I think the mainstream media is guilty, to be honest.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think you got to blame them. That's my answer to everything. I just got okay. Who's asking who now? Nobody knows what's going on in
Well,
here.
it's my turn. It's my turn.
Ask me a question.
Yeah. So it's another animal question for you, Pope. I would have asked you the same one.
Okay.
But I want to give. I mean, do you want the same one, or would you like a different animal question?
Oh, I have a different one actually.
Yeah, different. Okay. So you're a tiny man.
Yeah.
Whoa, easy there. Enough with the insults.
Oh, sorry, no, this is the. Sorry.
I'm doing banter.
I just became all passive aggressive, Pope. I'm sorry. You're a lovely man, but in this experiment, you're a little bit shorter than you normally are, and you're going to bed. It's very cold outside, and you have to take one animal into your bed with you.
Yeah.
Which animal will you go to bed with?
And why? Okay, an owl. Owl. Right, I'll tell you why. Because an owl has like it looks like it's got like a tough, rigid spine.
Yes, it does.
And when in my sleep, I always go to sleep at a weird angle and wake up with backache. So what I could do is duct tape the owl to me to keep my posture good in bed and to stop my spine from twisting so that I wake up with a bad spine. It's got a nice, tough, kind of solid back. And I could go back to back with the owl and keep my posture in my sleep. So that's what I do.
How good is your owl speaking? Do you understand owl? Do you speak it?
Yeah, I'm quite fluent in it.
Okay, this is for 100 points. Guess what I'm saying in owl. This is classic barn owl.
Okay.
Still bad on this.
You're saying...
Oh, you're frightening Jonathan.
That's our Wi-Fi.
What did I say?
You're saying that you would be more than happy to be my back's spinal stick.
No, it's so close, so close.
No.
I was doing the class.
He's saying,
okay.
Trevor, what was I saying?
Fee, fi, fo, fum. I smell the blood.
No.
Tasty little bunny.
I see where you went wrong there. That was so close, but that was tawny owl. This is barn owl, and if you remember that, I was saying, do you want to open a small business with me in barn owl? Yeah.
Shit.
Oh, that was fun. I love doing owl. I love it.
You don't need to be frightened.
I never thought I'd ever use it. You know, when I learned it at the University of Owls. You know, and I remember I went to that university because I never knew any vowels.
Oh, I thought you were going to say vowels. Of course, you wouldn't know any vowels if you were friends with owls.
Did any of you guys go to college? I'm guessing probably not. Did you? Where did you go?
University of Portsmouth.
That sounds good.
Got a first in English literature and creative writing. So
of course you did, mate. Of course you fucking did.
First class honours, mate. And I got
first.
And I got student of the year as well.
I'd like to welcome everybody to Portsmouth University.
Yeah.
And I'm going to do fucking English literature, mate.
What's my favourite book? I love James Joyce, but I've never actually fully read any of Joyce apart from.
That's the way to love him.
Yeah,
Dubliners, you've read.
I've read Dubliners, but I've never read Ulysses or Finnegan's Wake. But I've read around Joyce. You always have to read around Joyce before you actually read Joyce. You have to read all the accompanying texts to know what's going on. But favourite book, really though, is probably I don't know, mate. I don't
point to one.
Oh, Beth says, does the presence of cuddly toys indicate the class divide like on University Challenge? There's no divide on this show. Everybody is more or less from the gutter, but some of us have pulled ourselves a little further up.
Yeah.
Not really.
Not really. That was a lucky.
Not pulled up very much. I'm not good at pull-ups. Who's Mick? Nico Vanderweel. Nico says, I think I lectured at that uni. That's one of the funniest human beings alive, Nico. So, you know, she says she lectured there. Probably did. Now, Mick, are you with us?
Can you hear us? Can you hear us, Mick? Mick?
I can hear you.
Why are you talking so slowly, Mick?
Mick, drinking from his glass.
Yeah, now Tony's. Pop, can you hear me?
I can hear you.
I can hear you, Mick. I can hear you.
Okay.
All right. Rachel Duke Dancer says Tony is just married class. That's true. Married into it.
You married up, did you, Tony?
Socially
You're fucking right. Yes, I
up.
did.
Yeah.
I've learn all about art and whatnot, you know, painting and all
I
that
did
type of
that.
stuff, eh?
I did that.
Yeah.
And then
You did that too, eh?
Then I got divorced down.
Ooh, got kicked back. Get kicked back. Yeah. They say it takes about 4 generations to get the gutter off of you. So not there yet. Long way to go. Long way to go. How many seagulls am I thinking of, says Clifford Bingham?
Ooh. 6, but one of them is an owl.
Yeah.
13.
13. Mick's gone 13. Oh, that's nice.
I think 7, but one of each owl as well, like Tawny and Barn, one of each.
Okay. I'm gonna go 9. Mostly barn.
Okay.
Okay.
And I'd like to apologise to all the other species of owls who may have felt neglected.
We're gonna get the people like saying there's only 2 owls. There's only 2 owls. There's no more owls. There's no owl diversity. It's not a spectrum. There's only 2 owls.
No, but that's the thing. There's not enough owls on the BBC right now.
To leave this, I don't know what's wrong with my Wi-Fi, and it's 106 ever a second, so it's fine. But for some reason, I just can't hear you guys.
I thought he said, I don't know what's wrong with my wife. Now. I thought, come on.
You're just coming through. You're just coming through like you're on dial-up.
Oh.
I'll work like a dial-up connection.
Mick's been transported back to 2001.
Yeah.
Mick. Well, I'm going to give him 100 points just for the effort, because that is frustrating when you can't get on a thing and you keep trying and you just want to smash something.
Yeah, exactly.
But you know that whatever you smash, Clifford's given 400 to Mick Ferry.
Yeah.
So he nailed it for the what was it? Seagulls.
Yeah.
For the seagulls.
Mick is winning a quiz he's not even a part of. He's winning.
That tells you all you need to know about Mick, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Good guy, lovely guy.
And can I make it clear that he wasn't blaming his wife?
No, he wasn't. His wife.
We've been there, haven't we? Hey, fellas?
Not me. I ain't got a wife yet. Hopefully.
What you got to do is learn from us. Don't do what we do.
You planning to get a wife, Pope?
I hope so. I think so. I wanted my last girlfriend to be my wife, but she bloody chucked me because I'm a bit much.
Did you tell her that you wanted her to be your wife?
Well, yeah. I mean, yeah. Not sort of. We had that conversation, but yeah, she sort of dumped me out the blue. I mean, looking back, I get it. I get why she chucked me. It was absolutely justified.
Do you know what? You're coming across as someone absolutely dateable right now.
Am I?
You know, the way you take responsibility for yourself and all that, I'm just thinking, what is wrong with this gal? What is wrong with this gal? This guy's got it all going on.
Yeah, thanks, mate. She was a good one. She was a good one, unfortunately.
You're going to make a young woman a fine partner.
Thank you.
Partner.
I hope so. I'll hope to one day. I hope to again.
Owl phobia is real.
Bloody liberal bias.
Yeah.
I get you, Nico. I get you.
They divide us over that stuff.
I once did in-house caring for someone who had an owl, pet owl, but they just let it fly around and shit everywhere. And I had a mate who had 2 lovebirds who used to just live in his curtains. He didn't have like a cage for them or anything.
But isn't it true that they don't shit? Don't they just do they shit and do pellets, or do they just do pellets?
I think they probably do pellets. Owls. I was only in the house for like half an hour, so I didn't see any shit.
Guys, we've got a really interesting question right now from Emily. Would Pope marry an owl? I'm going to open that up.
Oh,
would you marry an owl?
Yeah, for the reason I said, because the thing is, I get a bad back in bed, you see, and it would be good to duct tape the owl to my. I mean, you shouldn't treat.
That's not how you treat a lady.
It's not. It's not. I mean, so probably not, because
That's why I got divorced.
It has no function. I want my wife to have some kind of benefit and function.
That's what I said. And then she divorced me.
I would marry an owl if I had to do it all over again. I'm not saying I'd go out of my way to marry an owl, but I don't see why not. It would depend on the owl. I mean, there's too much of a size difference if you're going for one of your smaller owls. You would need to be a big owl.
Can I answer Michael's question?
I mean, I should get over this. I'm a small person for this, but walking into a room with a small owl, I would be aware of the height difference.
Yeah, you know, unless it was perched upon your shoulder.
Yeah,
but then you're walking into all the old pirate parrot cliches, then, aren't you?
Exactly, and you're married to an owl, not a pirate,
and you're kind of subverting them as well. So you're
it's fine if you walk into a room and you've got a pirate on your shoulder. That's normal. You can cope with that.
Yeah. If it's a pirate, you can walk with it.
Michael, can I tell you the biggest word I know?
Tawny owl.
No, floxenoxoniapilification. And I think that is the Guinness Book of World Records longest word, but I might be floxenoxoniapilification.
That's an antibiotic, isn't it?
It's got like a weird, like there was someone in Parliament who used it. I'm going to look up what it means. I always forget. Floxenoxoniapilification means the action or habit of estimating something as worthless.
Okay.
Can you guys keep talking? I'm gonna come off and then come back on again, and then maybe that'll help Mick. Maybe it's my connection.
Okay.
Everyone, don't go anywhere.
Okay.
Pope, talk about this. Beth says there's if you want a wife, excellent TV op there.
I think that would be a good TV op, Beth. And if you know anyone who'd give me that TV opportunity, I'll take it. I'll take wherever I can get at this point. Good luck with the dating, Pope. Wow, pet owl sounds like a dream to me. I love owl. I love owl. I've been. They've charmed me during this conversation.
I like the way that you use the plural for owl as owl.
I like that as well. Yeah. It's a nice bit. So shall I ask you a question then, Trevor? And then I can ask you.
Yeah.
Okay. And this is for 743 points.
Okay.
What's special about the material called Vanta Black?
Fanta Black?
Vanta Black with a V.
Oh, Vanta Black.
Yeah, what's special about Vanta Black?
It turns a van to a car. So you paint it on your van, and suddenly all the windows are there again, and you've got a back seat, and your kids can be seen from outside.
Okay, all right, that's almost right. Okay, if you did, okay, right, let me think. If you did actually paint your car with it, what would happen?
You would not be able to see it, and you'd be able to drive into a safari park and get a much better experience of the monkeys.
Okay, I'll give you 47 points for that, because that was you said the thing about not being able to see it. So Vanta Black, it's the darkest known substance and absorbs 99.96% of visible light. So if you drove it at nighttime, you wouldn't be able to see it. And I think Kane might have a photo that he's got. There we go. Can you see that, everyone? So that is the one on the right there is painted in this Vanta Black material, and it looks like it's like a hole.
It looks
like a black hole, doesn't it?
Yeah, it looks like a void, but in reality, that's how it looks. It just looks like a void. So
I'm glad you brought it around to black holes again. What does anybody have anything they want to say about black holes tonight?
Well, apparently I was looking. So the film Interstellar, about them going into a black hole. Apparently that's the most scientifically accurate representation of a black hole in any kind of film, and they actually used physicists and stuff to help develop that on the film. Yeah.
Yeah. I stared for an hour at that photograph of the very first photograph. Stared for at another hour. So that's 6 hours I've spent staring at that photograph of a black hole.
So it's a black hole for your time. So all your time and energy got looking at that photo got sucked into the black hole. And
I think I was sending all of my bad vibes towards it. I think, and at the end of it, I was a bit of an empty shell. So that tells you all you need to know.
I think that's good. That should be like a ritual that we should all take part in for putting all our bad vibes into the photo, the blurry.
Well, it's interesting you say that, because that's a lot of people's theory about the red dot, the red eye, the big storm on Jupiter is actually where all of our dreams go to die, all our broken dreams.
Really?
So, yeah. So if you could find a way to harness your bad points on the back of your broken dreams, then you could send them to Jupiter. So that's fun.
Oh, yeah. I love shit like that. That's fascinating.
My longest word is, guys, my longest word is surprisingly. That's the longest word I know.
And that's surprisingly long word. I'm impressed. Yeah.
Surprisingly. Does it ever end?
I know. It's got
a surprise, and you think, whoa, this is surprising. Ing. And then you go, surprising. Yes, it's still surprising. And then Lee.
Oh, too much, isn't it?
What the hell's going on with that? It's like fucking hell.
It never ends. It's
like, and you know who uses that a lot? Bloody Chekhov.
That's a
Chekhov uses surprisingly all the time.
But that is surprising for a Russian author.
Yeah, well, quite right. His translator uses it a lot. Siobhan, Penny quite rightly says you turn into spaghetti if you go into a black hole, and that's literally it.
Yeah, it's called spaghetti.
Turn into spaghetti, the lovely sauce.
Yeah. Nico said spaghettification. That's where you apparently you spread out.
We go long. Okay,
we've all been watching the same space videos. Yeah, party guys. And is it pesto or bolognese? What's the favorite sauce for black hole spaghettification? 10 points for anybody who gets this one right.
Bolognese.
I think it'll be bolognese because it's a runnier sauce than pesto. The consistency is too thick.
You didn't get it right. It's pesto. That's a black hole's favorite. Superciliously. Super silly. Yes. Lee. I bet it means something that you don't think.
It means what Beth has been doing since she got involved with this show. I found her very supercilious.
Does that mean she's super silly?
Yes.
Being a bit uppity.
It's just being a little bit superficial. Just making unkind comments sometimes. Difficult comments. Difficult to get a handle on. You're not sure if she's having a dig at you. Setting us against each other. Remember when I called Pope a tiny man? Beth put me up to that.
That's a bit super silly. That's a bit supercilious.
Okay, nice work. So I guess that was very revealing, wasn't it? Somebody wanted to get something off their chest. Yeah, space videos and pesto. Now, who's got some questions for me and Pope?
Pope has questions for you.
Yes. Wait, I'll ask you your question, Tony, and then we'll get the audience involved.
Yes, please.
Okay, what famous activist was elected as an MP less than a month before they died on the 5th of May 1981?
Ooh.
So 1981, think of that. Famous activist had something to do with striking. He did a famous strike, and he is elected. Paul Foot, the comedian. Paul Foot.
Michael Foot,
the leader of the Labour Party.
Yeah, didn't he die?
No,
he did die eventually, but not
Henry Kissinger's not him, but
MP English. No, actually not English. He's not English.
He's Scottish.
He's
Welsh.
He's the other one.
Welsh.
The other one.
Hey, Northern Ireland. Are you from Northern Ireland?
Yeah.
Northern Ireland. I like those people. They're my favourite people.
I like
Well,
Northern
that's not
Irish.
bad, Bear. It's not too good neither. It's fucking like you can't date unless you're fucking saying swearing there. Like
Sinn Féin is a legitimate political party. Sinn Féin.
legitimate political.
Sinn Féin is a legitimate political party.
If you're trying to do Richard Nixon, you can do no better than doing an Irish accent. My grandparents had such strong Northern Irish accents that I couldn't actually understand what the fuck they were banging on about.
That's my family, Northern Irish as well.
Anyway, lovely, wonderful.
The answer was actually, Trevor, I'll pass it over to Trevor.
Oh, yeah, pass it to Trev.
What is it? The Liberal MP, David Penhaligon.
No, Bobby Sands was.
Of course.
Oh, crikey.
Yeah.
If you had started with they were from Northern Ireland and left out the MP bit and instead had to wipe their poop on the walls.
No, that make it too easy. He was the youngest elected MP at the time, and he was famously elected like literally a month before he died.
What dickhead has come along and taken that away from him? Who's taken that youngest title away?
The lass from Glasgow, isn't it?
Oh yeah, no, it's Nadia, the woman who's gone back to the care homes recently.
Is she from Scotland? Is she Scottish?
No. Nadia Whittam, she's Labour. She's been working in the care homes during the crisis. She was a care worker. Nadia Whittam. It was Myra Black originally who was Scottish, but now Nadia Whittam has taken over.
I thought her name was Mary.
I've got an observation.
Mary Black. Yeah, it's MHAR. It's spelt in a name that a way I've not seen before.
I've got an observation to make about Bear Grylls. Isn't he? He's horny for the earth, isn't he?
Oh,
do you see how much he's always rubbing his cock on the earth?
Yeah,
getting on top of things and climbing up it and going through tunnels and getting it all rubbed, just getting his body all on the earth. Yeah, and that's probably why you don't see him at the moment, because people are just going, that is gross, mate.
It's a bit gross, yeah.
Quit rubbing yourself on earth.
Yeah, because sometimes it's dirty things get on the earth, don't they? People's feet walk on it.
So, Bear, did you know who Bear Grylls was before? Oh yeah, I know him. He's that guy's horny for the earth.
I think Neil Armstrong assaulted the moon.
I thought you were going to say he was also horny for the earth.
Nah, he was horny for the moon. He assaulted the moon. The moon needed to be left alone, and Neil Armstrong went up there and fiddled with it. I don't like it.
Not on his own. Let's not, put it all on him.
Not all in, but I think the Earth should have been left alone, and I believe that strongly.
The moon.
And they went up and
it
should have been left alone, and they went up and fiddled about with it. I don't like it. I don't agree with it.
I think it's fine.
I think it's fine.
But,
I think it's absolutely
an opinion.
Fine.
You're absolutely welcome to that opinion.
I think
well done.
A species from another galaxy would consider the moon as a part of the Earth.
Yeah, it sort of is, isn't it, guys?
Yeah.
It's a bit of chunk. Which technique did Enoch Powell and David Cameron use to achieve maximum focus and clarity of thought when public speaking? Ooh.
So is it like a rhetorical? Is it like a rhetorical technique?
Tissue paper in the ears.
Is it called EDM or something like that? Not English dance music, but like ETD. Isn't it like a type of thing you learn? I think Jimmy Carr does it. Like a
it might be.
TW. The Bears got 5,500 points and is in the lead, by the way.
I've got a book about Enoch Powell right here.
Oh no, don't go get it. We don't have time for that. He's going to get it though. You can't control him.
One of the when I used to care for.
I'm going to say it was the full bladder technique. Emily says I'll probably never get this time back. No, that's what physicists will tell you, that this time is gone for you, Emily. But please spread the word to anyone. Just say I'll never get that time back.
The full bladder technique. Is this the answer or just a joke?
Is this actually real?
Yeah, it's a technique, isn't it? Bears are using it right now.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing. I'm doing it right now.
Oh, that's amazing. The full.
I I ain't done a pee, but I'm good at that because sometimes when I'm hibernating, I don't piss all winter. Well, I do actually. I piss a little bit and it keeps me warm, but you know.
I did a show last year at the Edinburgh Festival and I so needed to go to the toilet that I just went to the toilet.
While you were on stage?
Well, I know. I walked off stage. I put someone else in my chair and said, right, what's your name? Would you like to sit here? Okay.
Yeah.
Sit there. I'll be back in a minute. And I walked out and then ran to the toilet down the corridor, did a wee, and then ran back and then walked calmly back in and said, thank you very much.
How was the gig when you got back?
Huh?
How was the gig when you got back? Was it
absolutely
unruly?
fine? I mean, it's my community circle show, which is an unusual thing anyway. So I think people just thought it was part of it.
Do you know your community circle show was the favourite show of my Fringe?
Steady.
I loved it, and Tony's, of course. I always love seeing your show, Tony.
But Tony didn't go to the toilet in his though, did he?
No.
So many.
I had to endure Phil. I did Phil Ellis's show all through Edinburgh last year, as well as doing my own show. But I had to endure Phil pissing into a pint glass before every single show.
Before? Okay, that's different.
Yeah, before, not doing.
I was worried he was stealing my material.
No, just before he had to. So I had to witness that, bear witness to that before every show.
Urinating in the Edinburgh Fringe, guys, really takes us back. Do you know what I'm going to miss about the Edinburgh Fringe the most?
Urinating.
The money that allows me to live throughout the year.
Yeah. Good. That's that. I could do a bit of that.
Best part of the lockdown, though, is as much as you want to moan about your own self, there's loads with it worse. Yeah. Oh, that's what gets you up in the morning.
Hey,
other people got it worse than me. Everybody's got it bad. Some people can work from home, and I wish I had a job like that. What kind of job can you do from home? I guess you need to study computers. What kind of job can you do from home? You better be good at math and writing up yourself a bio thing and filling out CVs. Yay!
I've pissed yourself on stage. My mate Ewan, once at an open mic when we were really new, his entire act was filling up 7 pint glass full of piss, or like trying to fill up as many pint glasses as he could full of piss on stage in front of an audience because he was a terrible, sad drunk, but a lovely guy.
Once.
What, on stage? When? Tell people when.
With your trousers down.
I'm not saying any more about that.
Okay.
I was just saying it was no big deal. I just pooped my pants. I was done.
I've all done that.
And I got through it. And it was disgusting for me, but nobody else, because no one knew. I kept a straight face throughout, but you wouldn't be able to tell if I'd pooped my pants or not. It was that kind of show. I was inside a horse's mask and things weren't working out for me so good. So when I pooped myself, I thought, well, this is just another sign. This is just another sign to stop drinking, Piss myself. I think Penny's talking about a thing. I think I've done that before too. But I need to dig around to find that. And I don't think so. Nico, I've been locked out in my house for 3 months. As a result, I'm finding all of this piss talk thoroughly entertaining.
Thank you, Nico.
Well, Nico has been locked in her house, and that's the thing that we need to have happened for anybody to watch it.
Yeah,
we need people who have been locked in, and that's how we're going to build.
Yeah.
Keep everyone locked in. Well, it's a shame about Mick Ferry.
It is, isn't it? Because we don't get these questions now, do we?
We're going to have to ask Penny. We've got a lovely Wales contingent on here tonight. Swansea is very well represented.
Should we ask
you guys
who's watching it from the furthest away place from the UK?
Yeah, who's further away than Swansea? I'd love to hear from you on the live chat. Who's further away than Swansea? And you guys will get the ultimate wand of just deciding.
You'll get a book on Enoch Powell
that Hope will mail to you.
Yeah.
So that's what you win. So far, I think it's going to have to go to, it's Penny and Nico, isn't it? I don't know what part. I think Nico's from the hills. Oh, Suffolk. Suffolk isn't so far, is it? Wales is definitely further, especially Swansea. That's way out there. Oh, he's further. Clifford's further away from Swansea than either. He's further away from Swansea. So does that mean?
How
I think we
far
gotta
away,
get
Clifford?
Yeah, he's further away.
Yeah, I mean, you don't even have to like tell us exactly where, Clifford. We trust you. We trust you. We trust you.
Okay, so that means he's probably in Norfolk or something like that, or Essex, East London.
Sarah Squara.
Uranus. Oh, boom! Send him the book.
I will. I'll send you. I won't send you this one. I've got quite a few books I've doubled up on, so I'll send you. Yeah, message me on Twitter. I'll send you a couple of books.
Big hello to Sarah Squara, and a big hello to everybody out there. Penny Matthews, who wins today, including Bear? I'd love to see a list of who wins.
Your mum's near Birmingham, Pope.
SC18.
Yeah, he is further from Swansea than we are. Actually, is he? Yes, southeast. Yes, he is. Well, God, it's a close thing.
SC18. Where is SC18? Is that
Birmingham is quite far from Swansea, but I think
is it Woolwich? Woolwich? Is that right?
I think Beth might be pretty far. Somebody Google map Birmingham and SE18 from Swansea. That is tough. That's going to be tight, guys.
I think SE18 is apparently, it says Woolwich, Plumstead, and is covered by Greenwich and Bexley local authorities.
God, I haven't had my glasses on for ages. Hey, someone just put a Trump on my face. I love that. That's funny. Do you know what? That Trump, I don't think he's any good.
Sort of Plumstead. I don't know where Plumstead is. It nice, Clifford? Has Plumstead got 2 swimming pools? That's how I know if a place is.
Rabbit wins.
Rabbit.
Oh,
1,453 points.
Well done.
17,000 points. So that's thanks for coming, everybody. If you feel like healing yourself from the damage done tonight, tomorrow at noon. There's me and Phil Nickel will be healing people. Otherwise, guys, I think we're doing this in 2 weeks' time next.
Yeah. Let me just promote my podcast. Look on any podcast places where you can get them. Pope Lonergan is Plimmin' and Lompin', and it's every Monday. There's a new episode. They're really short, like 15 minutes, because who wants more than that? So Pope
who wants to be a millionaire?
Yeah, Pope Lonergan is Plimmin' and Lompin'. So look that up. It's a fun.
Sounds folksy. Love it. Well, guys, thank you very much. Thanks, Trev.
Thanks, Tony.
Thanks, Pope. Thanks everybody. Pope. Thanks, Rabbit, for winning. Thank you.
Thanks, Mick. Thank you, Mick, as well. He was here for a bit of it. Thank you, Mick.
See you guys later.
Tuned in
at lunchtime for the healing, and that's it.
Laters, everyone. Bye.
Bye, everybody.
All right, so Kane will pop up in a sec.